Yo, what's up, guys? It's the L7C bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. You know how we do. We're just gonna hop in, play some random people, and let's see what type of games we get into today. I got an opponent found clicking in here. It's taking real long to load for a little bit. We're waiting for an opponent. We're gonna see how long it's gonna take for this opponent to get up in here, though. Come on, we're ready to go. But we got impatient and left. So let's go into another duel. Let's try and find someone else. And we're loading. All right, we're playing Anthony for real. Let's see what deck Anthony for real uses. We win the rock paper scissors. Get to go first. First hand's looking actually pretty good. Fusion deployment, Dark Magician Girl, Eternal Soul, Magician Navigation, Storming Mirror Force. So we're gonna set Eternal Soul, set Storming, and then we're gonna play Fusion deployment. Since we have Eternal Soul, we go for Dark Magician, and we're waiting. That means he has something he can activate, and we get Ash Blossomed. We hate Ash Blossom, so now our turn's over, and now we're pretty bare. Yeah, Ash Blossom would have been the only one. We would have had a Dark Magician out there with Eternal Soul, so that would have been really helpful. So then we draw, and we draw Destined Rivals, which would have been really good if we got that Dark Magician out there, but our hand is pretty bad. It's real bad, and we have 3 face downs right now, so we're trying to see what we're going to do. We have a Storming Mirror Force, and then the guy plays Harpy Feather Duster. Are you kidding me? So we go from Ash Blossom to Harpy's Feather Duster. I activate Eternal Soul just to search the Dark Magic attack. And then he plays Red Reboot. So then he stops me from searching Dark Magic attack. Guys, this is wild. We went Ash Blossom, Harpy's Feather Duster, Red Reboot. Just lost my entire field. 3 cards in a row. Hand Trap and Floodgate cards in a row. 3 in a row. We draw Ice Barrier's Prism, which is a good card. We just set that in end turn. Like, the guy's had everything, and it's only been 2 turns. Let's see what he has on turn 3. He ends asking if I want to activate Ice Barrier's Prism. It's no. And we're just checking. We do draw Faithful Servant, which is actually good. So we get to stack the deck. And the way this game's been going, we're thinking he's going to stop us from doing that. So then we just end turn again. But yeah, those 3 cards in a row, you can't make this up. He had all those in a row. So what else? And then he plays trade in. So we're like, okay. Discards the Kaiju's asking if we want to revive with Ice Barrier's Prism. Nah. So we're not. So he had a Kaiju too, guys. So he had Ash Blossom, Harpy's Feather Duster, Red Reboot, and he had a Kaiju, just in case I did get a monster out there. This guy has everything. Anthony for real really is for real. He has all the things. So then he goes Neos Fusion, and I'm like, what are we doing here? So he's obviously getting Rainbow Neos, and that is not something I can deal with right now at all. That's 4,500. Haven't been able to draw a monster. We gotta do it now. We have to shotgun it. So we activate Ice Barrier's Prism. We get the Neos back, and we special summon Neos so that we're able to banish the 2. So we banished that and Rainbow Neos because we were not going to get hit for 45 directly. That was not the agenda for us here today. He sets a card. Ends turn. We draw the Magician Soul, which is good. So we're finally looking like we do this thing. You see the ritual. I was trying the ritual out in these games that we were recording. So I'm special summoning the Magician Souls because I want to try and get a Link Karibo out. Try and get something defensive. Dark Magician. And then he gammas me. Guys, this guy has everything. He gammas me. Like, I'm just like, you've got to be freaking kidding. So then the Souls doesn't work out. I activate the Faithful Servant in the grave so I can at least draw a card. We drew Tenny Spirit. So we get to activate that since we control no effect monsters. Get to special summon. And we're just like, what are you going to do now? Really? Okay. So we at least get a 2K defensive body out there. We set the navigation if they blow it up. But guys, now we got Gamma. He had Kaiju, Rainbow Neos, Ash Blossom, Harpy's Feather Duster, Red Reboot, and Gamma. So now, okay, we really could tribute our monster for Dark Magician Girl, but we just wanted to. I mean, we just didn't see a point because then we'd have no hand, so we couldn't even bluff with the thing in our hand. So we're gonna wait on that, and then we're just like Numeron Network, guys. This Anthony for real is something else. Like he is playing every floodgate hand trap in the game. The only thing we did not, the only thing we haven't seen, thank goodness, is an Anaconda. And then of course he has the Numeron Calling. So he is about to get all 4 of these gates out here, and I have just ever since that first Ash Blossom, it's been bad for me. So this really does suck. So we got the 4 gates. Our defense is 2,000. And then he plays Memories of Hope. So he gets to draw 4 cards. This guy, man, has had every single thing. And I've had nothing. He's had a counter to everything. And guys, you would think like after those counters, some people would just scoop. And you already know if you've been watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels on this channel, we do not do that around here. We play through until the end. So we're going to battle, so we're trying to calculate in our brain how we're going to do this. So first attack, obviously, they lose 1,000, but then they all get pumped up to 2,000. So then the next attack will come in. It's tied, but then they get pumped up to 4,000. Yeah, so we're not in the best spot. So they're at 4,000 right now. This is the one we actually, I believe, imperm to put them down so that we survive all 4 attacks. Because we didn't want to take any damage. So we imperm that one. So we still take damage. But, so then we're going to take a smooth 4K. But 4K is better than 8K, because if the effect was thing, it would have been 8K. So that's better than nothing, because we would have died if we would have took the 8K if we didn't imperm at that point in time. So now we're waiting to see what else we can do. We've only been able to summon 1 monster this whole game, and it was the 10E Spirit. We have nothing else. So we're seeing what this guy's about to do and go from there. But this man has had everything. Every hand trap, floodgates, the whole Numeron package. Now we're doing 3 for the Infotrex. So it's like we can't even get over that. That's 4K. We draw polymerization. So we dead draw, and then he Lancius just in case. The guy had everything. We set the poly for a bluff, but he has exactly 4K attack, so he just has to attack, swing, and that's game, and that's what he's gonna do. But man, this guy literally had every single floodgate and hand trap. Good on him.